Good morning, day 4. I lost a pound, so I'm down to 170, I think it was 0.1, so just a little bit over a pound, which was weird because actually yesterday I cheated kind of a lot with Boston cream pies from Little Debbie, but the poisons have left, and yeah, I've just been finding that with this eating plan, I've been craving a lot more sugar than what I normally do. And I think that's because maybe in my mind I'm limiting that because you're not supposed to have sugar on here at all. So like if I can lose a pound, and last night, seriously, I pigged out on that I had a huge salad. I had 2 bowls of chili and then I had a few, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 club crackers. So yeah, like I cheated. I ate double some of the portions and I lost a pound. Like, I'm good with that. So today, day 4, dang it, this tag is just driving me nuts, is a non-cheating day, I swear. For breakfast, we are supposed to have, hang on, same moving, a chia seed breakfast pudding. So I put the chia seeds, like here's my chia seeds. I put them in here last night, and like some of them sank to the bottom, some of them floated, and then those gelled, and then I had all this milk in the middle. So I stirred it this morning and just kind of let it sit there while I made lunch. And it's still pretty gross. I'm going to pour it in here since I'm talking to you. I was going to just blend this all up, but I just decided not to, that I actually wanted something to eat. This one is milk and your chia seeds, and you soak that together, and then it's 2 tablespoons of oats, and I just put a small handful. So I think my handful is like a 1/4 cup or something like that. So it's probably more like 4 to 6 tablespoons of oats. And then I went ahead and used a whole banana. He says to use a half, but like I'm starving in the morning sometimes, and that's the case today. So banana is a fruit, so it's free. So I just added the other half in there. But I did use the 1/2 cup of blueberries. And then you kind of mix it all together, and it looks kind of like, you know, pudding, like it's just a breakfast. So pardon me, like seriously, I'm starving. Blend bananas, blueberries, like you put those together, and I'm just happy. Okay, so for lunch today is, okay, it's a portobello salad with this walnut vinaigrette type dressing, or you can do the leftover chili. So I'm not going to do leftover chili, even though I have some. I figured I'll just let the kids bring that to school. So what I did instead is, this is supposed to be like a cold salad with a hot mushroom, but I have to go to work, and so I can't do hot and cold because then it basically makes it mushy. So I just made it all hot. So I took my portobello mushroom and 5 cups of mixed greens. So I had some collard greens that I found on sale. I have some romaine, and I had some kale. And I just, after I was cooking this stuff, I wilted that in there. So there was my 5 cups. I used a small onion. I used a regular yellow onion instead of a red onion. I went ahead and grabbed a whole cucumber. So the whole cucumber and the tomato are actually in this bag that I'm taking because they're cold, and I'm going to eat them cold. And so that's my 6 cherry tomatoes. And then that's all you're supposed to have in there. And then you make this dressing, which is like walnuts and raisins and mustard and garlic and thyme and balsamic vinegar. I'm not doing that. The balsamic vinegar is too strong. I really haven't found a dressing that I like it in at all. So what I decided to do instead, because I was heating up everything, is I added some celery and some broccoli stem, because I had used the broccoli crowns in a different meal, for the pizzas on day 1. So I took the stem and I cut that up into little pieces, and I threw that in with my onion and cooked that together. I didn't put any garlic in this one at all, but I did use Mrs. Dash to season the whole thing. And then, and then I put the mushroom in. It's kind of hard to see, but it kind of looks like that. I put the mushroom in there. It's very kind of white and green. Like it's not even, the kale and the collards make it vibrant, but other than that, it just tastes really yummy. I know that. So I'm going to eat that for my lunch as a hot meal and then eat this cold. And because he wants you to eat nuts with your salad, even though it's steamed, I'm still going to eat nuts. So I've decided to take the walnuts and the raisins and because this walnut vinaigrette makes like 2 servings. So I halved it. So this is like 1/8 of a cup of walnuts. And then I just used one of those small little raisin boxes. And I put that in here and I will eat that separately. And then you're supposed to have a melon or other fruit. And so I grabbed some of my frozen pineapple, and this is just a cup of pineapple. And I'm going to eat all of that for lunch because my lunch actually starts at 11:30, and then I have to go until about 4 or 5 o'clock before, like 4 o'clock before I get home, but then I usually just eat dinner. So I have to go a lot of hours on that. Breakfast, not so much, but for some reason this morning, like I'm just starving, and so I just listen to my body and eat accordingly. And I know that oats fill me up, so I'm going to eat a little extra of them. Yeah. One thing that I realized was that I do eat a lot of food, but because it's fruits and vegetables, like it doesn't matter. Dinner is my weakness. At night is my weakness. I have to have something snacky. The problem that I'm having at the moment is that I like chips type of thing, that crunchy, salty consistency. And because of my allergies, like I basically can't eat any chips because the regular potato chips at the store are fried in vegetable oil, which is most likely has corn in it. And I'm not very tolerant to corn. I am eating whole corn on Dr. Fuhrman's plans, but I got to stop with the tortillas because I ate that tortilla yesterday and I woke up this morning and I didn't feel very well. So I was kind of sore. And that's what corn does to me. It makes me all sore. It makes me feel like my whole body is fatigued. All my muscles are fatigued for no reason. So no more tortillas. If there's corn, I'll throw some corn in, but we'll see how that works. But there's everything that's gluten-free is corn. Like that's pretty much the substitute. Cornmeal, dextrose, maltodextrin. Like I can't have any of that stuff. And so it's hard. The only chips I've been able to eat are these smokehouse like rice chips, but they're more like little crackers. And I don't have any. And then tortilla chip wise, there's one made out of black beans that is cooked in I think it's either safflower or coconut oil. Like those are like the only two seriously in the whole world that I've been able to find that I can eat that taste good. So I usually use those with salsa, and then the other ones I use if I use the Daiya cheese, if I do like cheese or something like that. I usually eat the little smokehouse crackers with my chickpea like tuna salad. So yeah, but I didn't have any of those things last night, which is why I opted for those club crackers, and those had gluten in them, and so I don't feel very well when I go to bed because I like basically overstuff myself. And last night, seriously, I was so overstuffed I couldn't even handle it. But I suppose I should stop rambling. I still am addicted to food. I'm just trying to be more addicted to fruits and vegetables. So people are like, you know, how are you losing weight if you're a food addict? And that's how. Because it does, for me, it doesn't matter what food. I just love to eat, and I love to eat a lot. And so eating this plant-based diet works well for me because I have pretty much eating a vegan diet. So I don't have the fats from the animal products, the cholesterol, the heart disease. I don't have any of that. So I try to make fruits and vegetables taste as yummy as possible. And I eat a lot of them. So I make a one-pot pasta. I make the vegan pizzas. I make chili. Like these are staples in my house. We also make burgers. There's a burger that we really like that Dr. McDougall put out in his book. And then I also like a black bean and sweet potato burger. But with that, it's a sweet burger. So we usually add on those bread and butter pickles so that the whole burger is sweet. And that tastes really good too. So it'll be interesting. Dr. Fuhrman has a hamburger coming up here. He puts a turkey in it, but you can take the turkey out if you are a vegan. So that's good. And that's coming up, I think tomorrow for dinner or maybe the day after. But it'll be interesting to see how that one tastes. Like I said, really the only main burger we've found that we like is Dr. McDougall's burger. So I'll see. We'll do a little taste test thing and see if our family likes this one better than the other one and that kind of deal. So I think that's it until dinner time. Today's dinner is the chickpea curry in a hurry, which we've already had to make sure that our family liked it. And they did. So yeah, we'll be making that tonight, and I'll show you what it looks like. It's delicious too. Okay, so it's the next day, and I'm finishing recording this video because I want to put it up on YouTube for you guys, but I totally blew it. I was hungry. I basically made food, ate it, forgot to take pictures of the curry for you guys to even see. It was beautiful. It was freaking delicious. I think it's going to be one of those staple meals for our family. It's super quick, so I'm going to give you kind of a tidbit, and I mentioned this, I guess, in tomorrow's video too. So if you're making this curry in a hurry, you don't actually have to have vegetable stock if you use the canned diced tomatoes, because that will have enough water in it, or liquid, I guess, if you just dump the whole can in, so that you won't have to, like, it won't be too watery. I don't like super watery stuff, but it was almost too much. I had to double the batch for our family of 4. So just kind of an FYI, if you can just use canned diced tomatoes, you can use canned chickpeas, you can use regular spinach. I used about half a bag instead of the whole bag like you wanted. I used a half a bag for a double recipe. Like, we just don't, our family, I like spinach, but no one else in our family likes spinach. I don't know what is up with this lighting. But so I used a half a bag for a double recipe. So what I did was I just kind of ripped it up and tore it and put it in and kind of moved it around until it was enough that I thought that was enough for us. I don't know, like, there's no exact measurement. It was about half a bag, so it was about 5 ounces for a double batch. So just play around with it. If you love spinach, throw a whole bunch in there. It was more than filling. I did end up cheating this night. So I mention it more in my video for tomorrow, but yeah, just watch tomorrow's video. All right, thanks.